Hey guys, sorry for the really crappy video, but we're, as you can see, kind of right in the middle of cleaning up things after our quote ice storm down here. But I wanted to put a quick video out. Jen Psaki, the president's press secretary, just now put out a comment about gun control. Let's watch this video together.
What is your timetable for action on what the president calls common sense measures, and what's the realistic hope that you have that they'll pass both houses?
Well, we haven't proposed a package at this point, so it's hard for me to make a prediction about its likelihood of passing. But I will say that the president is somebody throughout his career who has advocated for smart gun safety measures. He has not afraid of standing up to the NRA. He's done it multiple times and won on background checks and a range of issues. And it is a priority to him on a personal level. But I don't have a prediction for you or a preview for you on a timeline of a package, and certainly not what it would look like and how it would go through Congress.
One more question for you.
Wow, so they are going to sit here and talk about gun safety. Let's not forget, this is the same guy who recommended that instead of us having assault weapons, as he calls it, that he suggested that we all go off our back porch in order to dissuade an intruder from breaking into our homes and doing our families harm, and shoot a shotgun off into the air of a balcony. Anyone with a basic knowledge of gun safety knows that you absolutely do not go off shooting guns into the air. This is who is touting themselves as being safety people, gun safety people. I'm not taking my gun safety tips from a guy who suggests blindly shooting a gun off of a balcony into the air and not knowing where those projectiles are going to fall. This is clearly a person out of touch who is probably pissing in their diaper and rubbing feces in their hair. I'm not taking gun safety suggestions from those kinds of people. What this does do, it shows me that they definitely have an intention of pushing this. I think it's kind of ironic that as hard as they push this whole gun control stuff, it still wasn't as high a priority as allowing men to pee in little girls' bathrooms. That was more of an issue for them because they made it a higher priority already a couple of weeks ago. Now they're attacking guns. So it seems like guns is going to be a pretty hot topic for the Biden administration in the very near future, because obviously this, in my opinion, was a veiled threat and a mild suggestion without saying it of what he's been doing here all along with 42 executive orders right now. I suspect that an executive order on guns is going to be coming soon. Obviously, what we saw them trying to push was against AR-15s, any kind of, and really, let me just not even say an AR-15, any kind of a semi-automatic that accepts a detached magazine is what they're after. This is going to include in many cases pistols also, and anything that can hold more than 10 rounds, which is pretty much any gun out there, because you can make a magazine hold more than 10 rounds. So they have some really twisted things. This is in some old videos that I've made in the past that you can go look at all this information. But I mainly just want to bring this to your attention that this is not something that's dying down. Just because they mention things and back away from them doesn't mean that they've gone away. As you can see, they're keeping their foot on the pedal right now. We've got to stay vigilant. Guys, I'm working hard on putting together a few different types of letters to send to local legislators, state and federal legislators. It takes a different type of communication to go to each one. So I'm working on all that. I'm hoping to have links that'll be out and ready for you guys to use all of this stuff to just copy and paste and start sending a barrage of communication to these politicians, because they're going to need to know, again, like I've said in other videos that I've made, the only thing they're scared of, they don't fear death, they fear losing their jobs and their cakewalk in Congress. And we've got to keep our foot on the pedal. They think they can keep their foot on the pedal. They don't realize many of us are willing to cut the brake line. We're ready to go. We're ready to go full steam ahead. And if this is what it's going to take, this is what it's going to take. We will protect our gun rights.